More money, more problems, more stupid. Let me give y'all another example of why it's important to study what you're investing in yourself. We have to take more accountability for ourselves and where we spend our money and our time. Everything money I talked about before in a video I made about Alibaba. I used to be a fan of these guys. They claim to be value investors sent here for the people, right? I used to believe that they actually cared about the Commonwealth and were here to be transparent and show people how to be better investors. And before I go off on this tangent, let me say that there may be some value in either one of these courses that they're charging for. I don't know, because I would never buy this shit. So there may be some value that people are getting out of it, and whatever, that's fine. That's not actually my argument. My argument is that I believe people are paying to be lazy and that they're overpaying for a stock analyzer tool that is supposed to be able to assess a stock and tell you whether or not that stock is a buy or not. That's simple. And my question is, what makes these guys any more legitimate than you or I when it comes to being able to analyze the market? What makes these guys more legitimate? The fact that Paul brags about that he has 8 or 9 businesses, is that what makes him legitimate? Which I don't know how you have 8 or 9. It's either one or the fucking other, but whatever. What makes these guys legitimate investors? Is it the fact that they can plug a bunch of numbers into a spreadsheet and have a computer generate numerical values that tell you when to buy or not? Oh, but let me not get ahead of myself, because in the same breath that these two clowns will use the stock analyzer tool to predict the future and great buy prices, immediately after they'll say, but, oh no, this doesn't mean go out and buy the stock, guys. It means put it on a watch list and go do more research. Motherfucker, I don't need to pay $30 a month to do more research on my own. You can't make this shit up, I swear. What the hell do I need a stock tool for if I still need to go and research the answer to a problem, which is the very thing that the tool was supposed to solve? I'm not saying there's no value in it, like I said. You can be the judge of that on your own. But what I am telling you is that I believe that the $30 or $80 a month you spend on some of this bullshit would be better off invested in the market after you've studied the information that's available to everyone online for free, if you just take the time to seek it out. These guys have shown nothing that says that their stock analyzer tool made them millions in the market. You don't even know what their portfolio looks like or what kind of L's they've taken, because they'll never show it. So how do you know? Paul has already stated that he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth and he's not ashamed of it. That's great. You shouldn't be ashamed of it. But what that also tells me is that you didn't get rich from your investing in the market. You already had money when you created a YouTube channel to teach other people how to invest. So what makes you any better than the people that you've criticized? And these guys have been very, very critical of other YouTubers in the finance space. And that's fine if it's coming from a place of sincerity and being informative. But don't then turn around and charge people $80 a month for the same information that they can get from Google, you fucking slimeball. Now, mind you, these guys are selling you the same tool that told them Facebook was a great buy at $250 a share. It's $110 today. And that's up from where it was at $94 a share a couple weeks ago. It's the same tool that said Alibaba was a good buy at $160 a share, and now it's at $76 a share, with even more bad news from Chinese stocks coming down the pipeline daily. But it's okay, because all that geopolitical talk is just noise, guys. None of that stuff actually matters or factors into the stock price, right? Mo, who thinks he's the smartest guy in the room at all times, talks down to the viewers as if you need to replay his stupid ass videos over and over again, because it's, in his words, you're not going to get it the first time, because the knowledge he's dropping on you all about day trading and ETFs is beyond your understanding. It's too sophisticated for your simple minds to understand the first go round.
So right now I'm going to run the gamut on ETFs. This is going to be a longer video. You should watch it twice. You're not going to get it the very first time, especially if this is new to you.
Meanwhile, this guy doesn't even understand the difference between a goddamn expense ratio and cost basis. Two totally different things.
Then I'm going to kind of get into the more scary ETFs, the 3-time levered, the ARCs of the world, which I call the wolf in sheep's clothing, and that is where we will go from here. So first of all, let's look at the first one, and this is SPY. This is the most common one out there. It's the S&P 500, and that is exactly what you're doing. You are buying all 500 stocks broken down, weighted into different categories, and it is very low cost. I think that the cost basis on this thing is about 0.09%. So you are really not paying very much from here.
And if you're unfamiliar with the show, you may be saying, wait, I thought you said these guys were claiming to be value investors. Well, they are, except when they're teaching you how to day trade options, apparently. You can be both, although we've never once seen any sort of portfolio built out from these guys over any course of years or decades to prove this. Mo is an absolute embarrassment. He made a video talking about how he's going to run the gamut on ETFs and show you how to retire with them, right? And then went on to talk about airline ETFs, covered calls, and 3 times levered options, which I think he meant to say leveraged, but whatever, right? The details don't matter. And then he talks about shorting ETFs like SQQQ, but then says that he's not endorsing it. He's just making you aware. Why are you talking about shorting ETFs when you're supposed to be teaching people how to retire with them? What the fuck are you talking about? And there's 178,000 subscribers listening to this bullshit. Think I'm off in what I'm saying? Let's go to the comments then. You go to the comments, you're going to find a ton of funny shit. Like bot comments, right? Like this one, right? Excellent video. I simply can't say more than that. Then you go a little bit deeper and you start actually running into people with some common sense in the comments, right? Like this one. Buy our software, but we use Yahoo Finance. Here's another one. Bro, you got to delete this. Another one. Jesus, you constantly put your audience down. Watch this 2 times. You're not going to get it the first time. WTF. Another one. Shows us how to live trade VTI. You can't make this shit up. Another one. For those with low IQ, watch 2 times because you're not going to get it the first. Remember. Another one. Why is he calling the expense ratio cost basis? Yes. Why is he calling the expense ratio cost basis? This guy has 2 brain cells and they're both fighting for 3rd place. Jesus Christ. Another one. So we jump from dollar cost averaging to puts on ETFs. Make up your mind. Somebody responded and said, DCA until you have 100 shares, then covered calls. I don't know if that's supposed to be sarcasm or not, but if it is, it's hilarious. Then you have another one here. You can't really compare options on SPY to SPLG on 1-to-1 ratio. Selling one SPY will require about $40,000 investment, which at SPLG price will let you sell 8 to 9 contracts at the same time. Who will give you a higher total premiums? Most people can't afford 100 shares of SPY, so SPLG is a better option for them. Somebody says, I was just about to write the same thing. Spot on thinking that. Somebody else says, this guy made 2 videos comparing SPY to SPLG and got the comparison of options twice wrong in different ways. I don't think he has any idea of what options are. Yeah, no shit. He doesn't. Another comment. I was going to say the same thing. You can own 8 times as many shares of SPLG as SPY, which means 8 contracts versus 1. So in fact, you would make more in option premium for the same investment amount. Look, guys, these guys will never show you their portfolio because they don't want you to see how they have been absolutely fucking wrecked. Okay, listen to me. Guys like this will lead you to financial suicide, then blame you for not being smart enough to read between the lines. All they care about is selling you a tool that apparently doesn't even fucking work because you have to still go and do the research on your own. What the hell are we even talking about here? Listen, if you are new to investing or only have a little bit of experience, it's okay. We've all been there. We all had to start from somewhere. The best thing you can do starting out is invest time into learning the market, into learning how to compare companies, into learning how companies operate, learning how to read a 10K, learning how to evaluate a stock from reading a company's financials and balance sheet. And if that's scary to you, or you don't have the time or feel like the effort of doing the research is necessary, then just invest in an index fund like VOO or SPY or VTI. Park your money there and you'll do just fine. You'll certainly be doing better than Alibaba and Meta is right now. Two stocks that these two idiots shielded for years and told you to buy at all-time high prices. But these are certainly my thoughts. Those of you who disagree and love everything money, you're free to voice your grievances and leave your hate in the comments below. I really don't care. But in the meantime, for those of you who are out there trying to make it through, just make sure that you invest diligently, please, and make sure, more importantly, that you invest responsibly later.
What it's gonna be, you coming with me? Hail Mary, that's one quick C, no Tupac, but I know who shot you. And it ain't Big Papa, Phantom of the Opera. Catch me in an all-white mask, put the flags half-mast, cause it's gonna get tragic.